put bombs in your mom's gas tank. Let's get this money, baby. They shady, we get shady. Dress up like ladies and burn them in dirty 380s. Then they come to kill our baby.
This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. Just really feel fortunate to bring him home back to Philly.
Howie, there were reports that you were trying to trade up a little bit earlier. Was that for Jihad?
It was. Again, this was a top 10 player on our board. We do not have any long-term concerns.
We talked about.
This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. Just really feel fortunate to bring him home back to Philly.
Howie, there were reports that you were trying to trade up a little bit earlier. Was that for Jihad?
It was. Again, this was a top 10 player on our board. We do not have any long-term concerns with his health. We have we look at the draft as a long-term opportunity for our team. We have a lot of confidence this guy's going to be here and play at a really high level for a long time. And so when you're in a draft and you're picking at the end of the first round, you have an opportunity to get a top 10 player at your board, on your board, a guy who can affect the quarterback, a guy who can affect the passing game. For us, it was a no-brainer. Local kid, great character. So we were really excited to add him. This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. Just really feel fortunate to bring him home back to Philly.
Howie, there were reports that you were trying to trade up a little bit earlier. Was that for Jihad?
It was. Again, this was a top 10 player on our board. We do not have any long-term concerns with his health. We have we look at the draft as a long-term opportunity for our team. We have a lot of confidence this guy's going to be here and play at a really high level for a long time. And so when you're in a draft and you're picking at the end of the first round, you have an opportunity to get a top 10 player at your board, on your board, a guy who can affect the quarterback, a guy who can affect the passing game. For us, it was a no-brainer. Local kid, great character. So we were really excited to add him. This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. Just really feel fortunate to bring him home back to Philly.
Howie, there were reports that you were trying to trade up a little bit earlier. Was that for Jihad?
It was. Again, this was a top 10 player on our board. We do not have any long-term concerns with his health. We have we look at the draft as a long-term opportunity for our team. We have a lot of confidence this guy's going to be here and play at a really high level for a long time. And so when you're in a draft and you're picking at the end of the first round, you have an opportunity to get a top 10 player at your board, on your board, a guy who can affect the quarterback, a guy who can affect the passing game. For us, it was a no-brainer. Local kid, great character, so we were really excited to have him.
1.5, I kill them all, I'll be set for life. Frank, pay attention, these motherfuckers is henchmen. Renegades, if you die, they still get paid. Extra probably, fuck a robbery, I'm the boss. Promise you won't rob them, I promise. But of course, I have my fingers crossed. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that breathes the same air as me. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook, we can both pull back.
Repeat all the real niggas worldwide.
Today's agenda got the suit up in the central. Go to room 112. Tell them Blanco sent you. Feel the strangers. If
This
no
is a really
money
easy
exchanges,
pick.
I got these kids
Really
arranged.
explosive player.
These niggas brainless.
He'd play
All they
inside.
told me
He'd
stainless.
be an
You
edge
just
rusher.
remain as calm
Just
as
really feel
possible.
fortunate
Make
to
the
bring him
deal
home
go
back.
through. If not, here's 12 shots. We know how you do. Please make your killings clean. Slugs up in between. Their eyes like true lies. Kill them and flee the scene. Just bring back the coke or the cream. Or else your life is on the shelf. We mean this, Frank. The cats we
You're not supposed to hear the music, supposed to hear me. Yeah, there we go. All right. Apologize, guys. I really do. StreamYard is weird sometimes with the updates. But yeah, we live, man. We live. And dude, I'm telling you right now, I like this move more and more. I watch this kid, man. And I'm gonna break some tape down because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break a little tape down. But I like this kid, man. I like this kid. Jihad Campbell is a monster. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Jihad Campbell is a monster. When I watch this kid play at every position, I mean, dude, step one, let's go to A. Look at this kid, bro. Look at the versatility that this kid has, man. Did you see that play? Play one more time. Watch it, man. Look how Jihad Campbell was able to chase this guy down. Come on, man. Look at this. Jihad Campbell. Watch number 11. Watch how he gets to, just look at the quickness. Look at the agility, man. This is why you drafted him. This is why Howard Roseman loves this kid. That's why Fangio loves this kid. Getting a player like that helps your defense, man. And when I heard Howard Roseman say yesterday is that, quote, the league has changed and it's time to adapt. That was huge. That was huge. Because when you get a guy like this, man, that can just change a game plan, that can just change a game in general. Look at this, man. Look how he just gets to the quarterback, bro. Guy's a missile. The guy's a missile, bro. The guy's a missile. You can't teach that. That is something that you have to have, man. This guy has it, bro. I like this pick. For what reason? So yeah. Let me take this down real quick. Hold it. No, we don't want that. We just want this. Take this. I don't know why it's not showing. Hold up, man. Take this down. How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of it? All right, fuck it. You know what? Screw it. It's just gonna be me, and obviously the footage and everything like that, because that's what it's all about, man. Look at this, bro. Look at this. I mean, can y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Look at this. Look at the footage, bro. Kid has tape for days, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. Impact player, man. Gets to the second level and gets to that quarterback. Did you see how quick he was? Look at this. Watch number 11. Look at it. He sees the play, he diagnoses, bam, shoots right in the gap, man. Shoots right in the gap. Watch that one more time. I want you to watch it. He sees what's going on. He knows what's going on. Bam, shoots through the gap. Come on, bro. You got a guy that can do this, man. This is why Howie and Fangio love this kid. Look at this. Watch this. Look how he gets there. Look how he gets to the running back. This is a jet sweep. This is a reverse jet sweep. This is going to, he sees it. He knows what's going on. When you have a player that's that smart and intelligent, that can do what this guy is doing, it creates problems for offenses to score points, man. And what was Zach Bond good at last year? What was the number one thing that he was good at? Was he was able to diagnose plays, man. His IQ was off the chart. And you add a guy that he can be right next to that can do the same thing. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Look at it, man. Look at the smart and IQ of this guy, man. Look, he's able to get to him and chases him down. That quickness and that intelligence is something that you have all together is a problem that teams do not want to face. That's why this kid, that's why Howie loves him. Howie Roseman said, and I want you to listen to him one more time.
This is a really easy pick. Really explosive player. He can play inside. He can be an edge rusher. Just really feel fortunate to bring him home back to Philly.
When you get a player like this, man, look at this. A dog. It's a dog. Look how he's able to stuff that. Watch this play one more time, bro. Like I got film for days of this kid, dude. Shout out to the guy who has it on IG. Appreciate you. This is great film. Look at that. He just stuffs that run. And just imagine him and Jalen Carter in that deep. We even see this defense. Add him with this defense and add him with a Nolan Smith. Add him with a Jalen Carter. A Jalen Hunt. A Jono. Dude, this defense is scary already without him. But now you add him in the mix. You add him in the mix. Look at this. Look at the smart IQ of this kid, bro. He's 21 years old, and he's going to be really, really good in this league. Because when you have IQ and intelligence to go with the physicality that you bring, because there's a lot of linebackers that don't have that. They're just straight out linebackers. They can only do one thing. When you're able to be a Swiss Army knife in that defense, because you got one at Cooper DeJean. What is Cooper DeJean good at? He can play different positions, not just one position, but another. He can do different things. When you have a linebacker that not only can be a linebacker, but can also do different things like be an edge rusher, same thing what Van Ginkel was with the Dolphins for Fangio, and you add this guy to your defense, now you got your Van Ginkel. You got your Van Ginkel. And I think he's a better Van Ginkel. He's 21 years old. Jahad Campbell is going to be a stud. He's going to be a star. The guy is so smart and intelligent. And to add him with a Zach Bond, with a Quinyon Mitchell. Come on, man. Howie Roseman did his work, bro. Howie Roseman did the best draft work for this guy, man, because to get a guy like that and you only had to trade, what, one pick, a fifth-round pick to move up? This is a steal. I like this, man. I have nothing bad to say. Howie Roseman nailed it again. He nailed it. We got the best team in the league. We got the best defense in the league. Fuck the team. We got the best defense in the league. I think this solidifies the Eagles for going back to a Super Bowl. Because number one, let me tell you something, man. Nakobe Dean, if you're Nakobe Dean, man, you got to be looking over your shoulder like, bro, like, and I understand people say, well, Nakobe Dean ain't gonna play. Huh? I said the same thing when we drafted Nolan Smith. Hassan Reddick is gone. Go back and watch my videos. I said when we drafted Nolan Smith, I told every Eagle contractor when they were crying about Hassan getting paid, I said Hassan is gone. I'm telling you right now, Nakobe Dean days are numbered. This told me that the Eagles do not trust Nakobe Dean. He's a great guy, great leader. He can't stay healthy. This was about health. You don't draft a guy like that if you think Nakobe Dean is your answer. You don't take a guy like that because, everybody says, well, Nakobe Dean, they're not replacing him. Why would they draft a linebacker then? They don't need this. This wasn't a need. This was just a want. This wasn't a need. We didn't need linebacker. We signed Zach Bond. And you add this dude. This tells me Nakobe Dean is done. He's done. Put a fork in him. He's going to have to show that he can stay healthy, and he's not getting a contract in Philadelphia. Because if you draft this kid, he is starting day one. Nakobe Dean lost his job. Damn, you got fired on your day off, Nakobe Dean, like Craig from Friday. You got fired on your day off, bruh. Don't tell me that this guy is just a project player. No, you don't draft a guy like that. And when Howie Roseman was talking, and I listened to some of the press conference, he compared two players, Micah Parsons and Abdul Carter, with his versatility. He compared two players with the versatility that Campbell had. And that was Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys defensive end / linebacker, which I think Campbell can play linebacker also. You could sit him back in coverage, and I think he can cover tight ends. I think he's very good at that. And Abdul Carter, who the Giants took number 3 overall in the first round. Howie Roseman compared those two to Jahad Campbell. When you listen to Howie Roseman, and he said Jahad Campbell was a guy that we wanted all along, they were looking at Nakobe Dean and said, this guy can't stay healthy, man. Y'all can sit there and you can make so many excuses. You can come up with so many. You can be this geek wannabe expert saying, oh, well, Kobe Dean is still going to be on the roster. It's just an extra. No. You don't draft a guy like that in the first round if you think Nakobe Dean is still your guy. You don't. You don't draft a linebacker in the first round when you just signed Zach Bond. And it's not like you're signing into a 1-year deal. You paid him a 4-year deal. He's paid. He ain't going anywhere for a long time. I can understand it if someone told me, well, Zach Bond got a 1-year deal, so, we drafted Jahad Campbell to replace him. Oh, okay. But that's not the case because you paid him more than just a 1-year deal. This is for Nakobe Dean that we don't believe in you, dude. And my guy Mayer said this, and I said this too, and I said it to a lot of people. Nakobe Dean has trouble with staying healthy. That's why he fell in the draft. Now, Jahad Campbell fell because of injuries. If he's able to stay healthy and he's able to be what he can be, what you saw on tape, Nakobe Dean don't have a job in Philadelphia, bro. I'm going to be real with you. Nakobe Dean is not beating out this guy. He's not. This wasn't a need. You needed safety. You needed corner. This was an extra piece to your defense to make you a lot better. And you know what? I like this move because it's not a need, but it's a luxury piece to add to your defense. Now, you can move him to edge rusher. Maybe he play edge rusher. He didn't say where he was going to play. But if I'm the Eagles, man, I might just put him behind Zach Bond. Right next to Zach Bond. Right next to Zach Bond, because knowing that what Nakobe Dean's injury is, he might not be back until the middle of the season. He says he's going to be back. Okay, that's cool. You got some competition now, bro. Nakobe Dean's fine. That's great. Fine. You know who else is fine? Campbell. And he's ready to take a job, man. Listen to him talk. He reminds me of Jalen Hurts. The winning mentality, the pedigree that he has. You want to know why Alabama players get drafted? Like guys like Campbell, they get drafted because they're winners, man. They're captains, they're leaders. He was a captain on the Alabama defense side of the ball. If he didn't have the shoulder injury like he had in this draft, he would have went probably top 10. There would have been no way he would have fell to us. But this is what's crazy about the NFL draft. Guys fall that you never thought in a million years would fall. And Eagles take a linebacker, which is never heard of. This is the first time I believe the Eagles have taken a linebacker in the first round since when? What was the last time? 1973? It was that long ago? When was the last time the Eagles drafted a number one linebacker? Marcus Smith was a second rounder, wasn't he? No, he was maybe a first rounder. I don't remember. Was Marcus Smith the last one? But Marcus Smith wasn't good enough. He should have never been. Jahad Campbell was definitely a better player than him. I'm not going to compare him to Marcus Smith. I know there's a lot of Eagle fans who talk, oh, he's a Marcus Smith 2.0. Ain't you're an idiot. If you think that, you don't know football. If you watch the guy and the way he plays, he's nothing like Marcus Smith wasn't even a number one pick. Okay. Jahad Campbell is a number one pick. You got the best player, in my opinion, at the position. So I'm just saying, man, I think this is a great pick by the Philadelphia Eagles. The league is a boom 2.0. Legion of Boom. I'm not going to go far and say that, man. But I'm telling you right now, I think we're going to be better than Legion of Boom. Did the Legion of Boom have two linebackers that were like, you had KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner? I'm talking about a Ballman and you know, who's the other 49ers? Who's the other 49ers linebacker? I'm talking about, you know, Bauman, the linebacker. I'm talking about the 49ers linebackers, not Fred Warner, but I'm talking about the other linebackers. Patrick Willis and Bauman, or what's the other guy? That was Fangio who did that, by the way. He was the coach, by the way, for those two. And now you got Zach Bond and Jahad Campbell. And you still got Nakobe Dean, who I think is the third option right now. I think Jahad Campbell has a chance to start day one. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Nakobe Dean has some competition now, bro. You ain't the guy anymore. You showed you can't stay healthy, bro. And it's not nothing bad to him. I think he's a good player. Nakobe Dean did very good, but it wasn't enough. It's a business at the end of the day. And if you can't stay healthy, we drafted Nakobe Dean. He couldn't stay healthy. When he did stay healthy, and then when he got to the playoffs, he got hurt. And this injury that he has is guys don't come back off that and be the same player. So this is an insurance policy, if anything. But I think they like his athleticism, his athletic ability to make plays, man. We take winners and not losers. Absolutely. And you still got great players in this draft, man. You still got great players. Look at round 2, man. Look at round 2, bro. I want you look at round 2, man. You still got some great players, man. Look at the talent that we're going to have in the second round. Now, everyone's not going to be there. But the guy that I really, really hope the Eagles take, if he's there, is my guy, Michigan, Will Johnson. Because I don't think they're satisfied at corner like a lot of people think they are. Well, they believe in Keeler Ringo. Really? Then why are they going after Jalen Ramsey? Why are they calling for guys like Jalen Ramsey with the Dolphins? I don't think that DB is solidified like a lot of people think they is. You still got Nick and Memori. I don't think they like Nick Memori. I think they like that Penn State safety. I think Nick and Memori is a maybe you take a risk at maybe the Eagles do get Nick Memori. I'm all for it. I like Nick Memori, but do the Eagles like him? There's been a lot of rumors about tight end. If the Eagles trade Dallas Goedert tonight, Mason Taylor could be a possibility. They liked him. They met with him. He had a 30-visit draft with them. Donovan Izuruko from Boston College. Listen, you add him with this pass rush, man. You have him and Jalix Hunt. Then you got Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. I wouldn't be mad at that. Mike Green is not coming to Philadelphia. We can stop already with that one. They're not taking a guy who has a domestic violence case. Howard Roseman says he's not taking anybody with domestic violence. So don't expect Mike Green to be on the board. Mike Green will never be in an Eagle uniform because of what he did. Okay? Howard Roseman does not take women beaters. Howard Roseman does not take guys with sexual assault against women. So that's off the list. You could forget about him. We're not probably taking receiver. I really think Will Johnson has a possibility of being at when we pick. And I don't think the Eagles would shy away from picking a guy like Will Johnson. He is the best cornerback, in my opinion, in that draft. And if it wasn't for injuries, because he didn't run at the 40 time, remember, he was hurt. He's dealing with injuries, knee injuries, problems. Sounds familiar, right? Then we draft a guy named Landon Dickerson. Landon Dixon had knee injuries, right? We took a chance on him. We took a chance on a guy with a shoulder injury. Why not go out and if you can get him in the second round, I'd do it. I think this kid has the ability to be a shutdown corner in this league. And this is the beauty about the draft. He's not coming off Achilles injury, but there is some worries about his knee injuries. They said it's not long-term, but it's short-term. If it's not long-term, then give me freaking Will Johnson. I'm looking at Will Johnson and Dominic Ziroku and Nick and Memori. Those are the three that I'm looking at. Mason Taylor, okay. You want to draft a tight end? All right. I think you signed a bunch of tight ends in free agency. Do you want to draft another tight end? I don't think we really need tight end like a lot of people think you are, because we signed like 4 tight ends this offseason in free agency. We don't need a tight end. All right. And Mason Taylor, to me, is not a Dallas Goedert. He is a Zach Ertz, if anything. If I compare him to a guy, it would be like a Zach Ertz. It would be like a Trey Burton type tight end. He doesn't really block well. He's a receiver / tight end. So if I'm going after a tight end, the only two that I would go after would be probably Tyler Warren, who's gone, and that Michigan kid who went early. Or I would take that dude who's a 6'3" tight end, man. I take him, the other guy, man. Something juniors. I forget the guy's name, but I like this kid. I take him before I like Mason Taylor, but he doesn't fit Dallas Goedert. And if you train Dallas Goedert, you're trying to get something better than him. I think that he would be another Grant Calcaterra type tight end, just a little bit better hands. But I don't know, man. I'd rather go after. I think DB needs to be solidified tonight, man. You lose Darius Slay, you bring in Adoree Jackson, but then you're in the trade talks with Jalen, and the Eagles have called the Rams out for the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey. There's been reports that the Eagles been actively shopping for a cornerback. They've been looking to add to their secondary. They also been looking at safeties. Okay? I think safety and DB are the top priorities tonight for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think edge rusher is if a guy like Dominic Ziroku falls to you, you draft him, obviously. And I think the Eagles wouldn't make no mistake but to draft him. I mean, he's a really good edge rusher out of Boston College. You add him with your defense, you got a scary defense. But I think Dominic Ziroku is not going to fall to the Eagles like a Will Johnson has a possibility of falling to the Eagles. I think Will Johnson has a chance to fall to the Eagles because of the knee injuries. Teams are scared to draft him, and they don't want to realize it's more than just the risk of the reward. It's if this guy turns out to be what I think he can be. Because everybody was scared to draft Landon Dixon. Why did Landon Dixon? Landon Dixon was supposed to be a first-round pick, ladies and gentlemen. He fell because of the knee injuries. Looks like a pretty good player to me. Super Bowl champion, All-Pro, Pro Bowler. Great, one of the best right guard, one of the best picks that we ever made. You got him in the second round. I think Will Johnson has a chance to be that Landon Dixon of the draft. A guy that everybody's scared of because of knee injuries. But when he plays, He's going to be a shutdown. I'm telling you, the man should have never fell out of the first round. I think the Buffalo Bills honestly should have taken him over Maxwell Harrison. I like Maxwell Harrison, but you telling me you wouldn't take the number one corner because of knee injuries? See, that's why a lot of teams don't win nothing, because they reach for players. The Buffalo Bills, for example, you need corner. You traded Elam to the Cowboys because you reached on him. You try to be too cute in the draft. Brandon Bean, whatever his name is, who they claim he's better than Howie, he's not better than Howie. Because look what he's reaching for. He's reaching for a cornerback that wasn't even number one corner. I think he was a day number two corner at best. Now, he has some versatility. He has some speed. He has some ball skills. But Will Johnson is a shutdown cornerback. And to not get him is a mistake. Will Johnson falls at my pick. I'm taking him if I'm the Eagles, man. Now, will the Eagles do it? I think they would. These are the guys that they go for, the risk rewards. Yeah, he might have knee injuries. How bad is the knee injury? There's been reports that the knee injury is not as bad as people think it is. And if he falls to the Eagles, I'm taking him. This is where you take guys in the second round. When guys who have little problems and with the knee injury falls to you. If a Will Johnson falls to you, you take him. You don't think twice about it. You got a potential to add him with a Jahad Campbell in this draft. Listen, you able to get Jahad Campbell and Will Johnson in this draft, bro, or able to get a Donovan Zeroku from Boston College, or even a Mason Taylor, or even a Nick Memorial. One of those four, you're able to get a guy like that, you do it. You do it. Get the best player. Howie Roseman has done very good with getting guys that no one, don't want to get because he has a knee injury. And this is not Achilles. This is not Achilles. He didn't tear his ACL. He more likely banged it, and or he probably had surgery on it. And if that's the reason why they're shying away, then I think it's disgraceful. Because the Buffalo Bills should have taken Will Johnson over a guy like Maxwell Harrison. I think they reached, man. Maxwell Harrison's a very good corner, but I don't think he's Will Johnson's type level. Will Johnson was the number one corner in that country in college football. It was between him and Barron. But Will Johnson was supposed to be the number one pick this year. And he fell because of knee injuries. Well, Landon Dixon was supposed to be a number one pick, and he fell because of knee injuries. I'm telling you, he's the Landon Dixon of this draft, man. You get a guy like that, you got a great corner, man. You got a great secondary. Eagles have to draft secondary. Will Johnson must take it. If he falls, bro, I'm taking him. I would have taken him last night. But I didn't know Jahad Campbell was the guy they were looking at. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's going to be teams that I think are going to take a chance on Will Johnson, but if he falls somehow, let's say he falls, right? Let's say the board goes our plans, right? Maybe you see a guy like Nick Memorial go off the board quickly. They're probably going off the board quickly because the only reason that he fell is because of too much talent last night. Luther Burden is gone. Mason Taylor might be gone. Shadir Sanders is probably gone tonight. You know what I'm saying? Mike Green, I think he will fall in the third round. I don't think anybody's going to take a chance on him. I think he could be potential undrafted or maybe the third round because of his case with the women sexual assault and shit. Like, teams don't want to put up with that. They don't look at that as a positivity unless you're the Dallas Cowboys who draft guys who are scumbags. I don't want that scumbag on my team. I don't believe in women beaters. I don't like women who get sexually assaulted by men. I don't care how big you are. I don't care if it was a mistake. Once you put your hand on a female, now I'm good. I'm good. I will never take a guy like that on my team. I would never want a guy like that as my franchise. I don't care how you put your hand on a female, bro. I don't want you on my team, man. I don't care. That's why I don't want Tyreek Hill because of the shit he does. And I don't know why the Eagles are interested in him in the first place. It made no sense. It wouldn't make sense anyway. This is a Will Johnson who's dealt with knee injuries. There's a high risk and low risk reward. The risk is there. If he's able to stay healthy, and you drafted a guy who came off, Jahad Campbell, you know, he's coming off a shoulder injury. There's rumors that he might need surgery after this year, after this upcoming year, where he's going to play on his other shoulder. And he's going to wait into the following year. So you drafted guys. You drafted a guy like Landon Dixon, who's the best guard, right? Who's supposed to be your center. You switch him to right guard, but he came off 2 ACL injuries with a brace on it. Played through a national championship game in college football with a brace on. Why? His ACL was teared. He played through the pain. Will Johnson is an absolute monster that if he falls, you take. I'm sorry. Will Johnson is the guy that I'm looking at. I think teams are going to be scared to take a guy like Will Johnson. And we're going to find out what times this draft starts. I think 7 p.m. Could I be wrong? Could I be right? I don't know. I'm not an expert. But if I'm Harry Roseman, he falls to me, I'm taking him. I'm taking him, man. But let's get back to Jahad Campbell, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, you also got Trey Amos too, but I think he's gone. You know what I'm saying? You're not I mean, you already have a linebacker, so you're fine. I think Dominic Zaruku and Will Johnson are my top priorities I'm going for. And the Eagles got a 3rd-round pick still. They got one 2nd-rounder. They're trying to trade Bryce Huff. It's going to be hard because I don't think they're going to try. I don't think they're going to get rid of him. It's too much money. I know there's been rumors about the Eagles trying to get rid of Bryce. So they're trying to get rid of him. But if you're able to get a pick for him, hey, go for it. You got 2 5th-rounders. You traded one last night to move up and get a Jahad Campbell, who I like. You know what I'm saying? Jahad Campbell is a monster, bro. And you're able to get him. It's a no-brainer, man. But let's get to these comments, bro. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me as always. Hit that like button, subscribe as always. Subscribe to the algorithm as always. And you know what I'm saying? My videos I'm trying to get my videos going. But again, I got a phone that's not really meant for YouTube videos, but I'm trying. Eagles have to draft secondary. Will Johnson must take in if he falls. I mean, it's not the fact that I just think Will Johnson is a great corner. I think Will Johnson makes so much sense for the Philadelphia Eagles because we've been hearing about the Jalen Ramsey. Why would you trade for a 31-year-old when you can get a guy in the 2nd round that's only 22? He's 22 years old. What is he? No, matter of fact, isn't he 20 years old? When you watch Will Johnson and the ability to make plays, I mean, if you turn on his highlight film, he's an interception machine. This isn't a 4th-round corner that just graded. No, this is a number 1 corner that fell because of knee injury scares that teams have red flags on. But I don't think the Eagles are going to be one of those teams because, listen, they taken Landon Dixon, who had a knee injury. They taken a guy like Campbell, who came off shoulder injury. That's why he fell. They taken guys like Nakobe Dean, who came off injury. That's why he fell. Nolan Smith came off an injury. Okay? These guys that we drafted, they came off injury. Josh Sweat was if he got hurt. And the Eagles took a chance on him. He was supposed to go in the 1st round. Or early 2nd, he went in the 4th because of injuries. So I don't think the Eagles would shy away from a guy like Will Johnson. Unless it's that bad where they don't think he can be, unless he can't play anymore, or he doesn't have any ability to play more than 3 years. If he's going to get hurt again and they say, well, he might not be able to play, be the same effect, I think they'll shy away from him if it's that bad. But if it's not, if it's a minor injury, they're going to take him. They're going to take him. So, I mean, we'll see, though. I mean, do they believe in Keely Ringo? I mean, if you believe in Keely Ringo, why are you going out and trying to acquire Jalen Ramsey? If you believe in your cornerbacks in this room, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? You still got Andrew Makuba, the safety. They met with him in the 35th, so maybe they'll look at him. I think there are going to be a lot of guys that are going to fall to the Eagles, man. And you know what? If Will Campbell fall, like I said, Will Johnson falls, you take him, man. You take him. And you're able to get a safety. Hey, that's great. We'll see what the Eagles do, man. They might go edge rusher tonight. They might go deep. I think they're going to go a position that we didn't think they were going to go. I think the Eagles are going a different direction this year. Linebacker. Who would have thought? Not me. You told me the Eagles were going to draft a linebacker, Jahad Campbell with Alabama. The reason why I didn't talk about Jahad Campbell, I was talking about safety all through, is because we don't draft linebackers. We did yesterday. That's why it's still a shocker that, wow, Howie Roseman actually changed his philosophy and drafted a linebacker. He drafted 2 corners last year in Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. The problem is you lost Slay. You trust in who? Eli Ricks? You trust in who? Adoree Jackson? You trust in who? But if you do trust him, why are you going out and training for Jalen Ramsey? Why are we talking with the Dolphins about potentially training for a guy like that when you can get a Will Johnson in the second round if he falls to you? Now, do I think he will fall to us? No, I don't. The reason why I'm talking about this is a possibility. I don't think Will Johnson's going to fall to us. If you want him, you got to move up to get him. Because I think Will Johnson if teams are not going to shy away from him in the second round. The first round, maybe. But the second round, I don't think he gets past the Rams. I don't think he's going to get past a lot of these other teams. I think Baltimore could be a possibility for him to go. I mean, they drafted the safety. They'll draft another corner. Then they took Nate Wilson. They don't even need this corner. But the Rams are one of them that needs corners. The Browns got 2 second rounders back to back, I believe. So they could definitely go corner. They're looking to trade Greg Newsome for some reason. They might go, Will Johnson. So it might not be the Eagles get him. But if he falls let's say for a possibility that he falls to you or he's in your range and you see the Eagles moving up, I think it's for Will Johnson. Somebody told me on IG that Will Johnson is a bum. No, he's not. Did you just say you don't know football? Don't make shit up. Just because he falls in the second round doesn't mean he's a bum. You watch the kid at Michigan. The kid was a monster. The kid is a fucking shutdown cornerback. He's the best cornerback in that country, in college. He has so many interceptions, I believe, than any other corner in this draft. He was the number 1 recruit corner coming out this draft this year. He was the number 1 that everybody mocked him to go high. If he didn't get hurt, he would have been gone. So, I don't want to obsess with it, but back to Jahad Campbell, man. Look, you get a playmaker, bro, and you got a guy that I think has versatility. Howie Roseman has talked about the guy is an absolute stud because, again, you watch this kid. This kid is everywhere. I mean, look at the plays he's making. I got a whole clip of him just making plays. This is what you get. You fill this line. I mean, dude, he is an absolute stud. You got him at, pick 30? You moved up 1 spot, maybe, you were at 32, so you, pick 31? The Kansas City Chiefs moved back. We got a guy. The Eagles were trying to trade up many times. They almost traded up with the Chargers yesterday for this kid because they thought someone was going to take him. We thought it was Melcon Starks. The Ravens thought that. That's probably why they drafted him. Wrong. This was the guy all along we wanted. And again, the versatility is there, man. The quickness, the size, the ability to bend. It's something you can't teach. He is an absolute monster. And they compared him to Edgerrin Cooper, who I was very high up on last year. We took Cooper DeJean, both of them are great players, man. He goes to Green Bay, we get Cooper DeJean in Philadelphia. And just like the Philadelphia Eagles address something that we don't see. And that was linebacker. Look at the speed of this kid, man. Look at it. When you got a guy that can come at you different ways, look at this, man. Look how he can get side to side. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable that you're able to get this kid. Again, I just keep watching the film because I love the kid, because the kid just has so much versatility. I got so many clips of this kid. I mean, come on, bro. You saw this one. I mean, look at it right there in the middle. And just look how he gets it. Look how he changes directions, man. Look how he changed direction. Did you see that? What was the weakness of our linebackers that we've been having problems with? Was to change the direction. This kid can change directions. That is something that you just have to have. It's not taught. You got to have that. That is something a lot of linebackers don't have. He is a full package. He is a definition of a full package, man. And add him with this defense, dude, it's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? An Alabama linebacker. We drafted an Alabama linebacker. How many times I've been dreaming for this? It's beyond me. I've been asked for Patrick Queen, Devin White's when they came out in this draft. What is it? Edgin Cooper's. And now you got a linebacker that we got in the first round. It's so beautiful to watch how we address the linebacker situation, man. I love this kid. And just the way the kid talks, man, it's so beautiful. The kid screams Philadelphia. He's so excited. Did you see him when they drafted him? He was jumping up and down, hitting the Eagles logo, banging on it. Like he looked like he was healthy. And I love it, man. I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got this kid and you moved up, what, one spot? I think we'll get, but we need to draft up before teams get him. Who? Will Johnson? You think the Eagles are going to get him? I mean, we'll see, man. I don't know what Howard Roseman is thinking, right? Maybe Howard Roseman saying, you know what, we're good at DB. We don't need a Will Johnson. But it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. You would have you two corners for years. You wouldn't have to worry about corner position. But if they believe in Keely Ringo, then they're not going to draft Will Johnson. But again, why are they trading for Jalen? Why are there rumors that the Eagles are looking to trade for Jalen Ramsey? It's just, again, if we're talking about them going after a 31-year-old, then why are they going after a guy like Jalen Ramsey who's 31 when you can just add a young guy to Quinyon Mitchell? Do they want a young guy or they want a veteran? If I'm the Eagles and the way they're drafting right now, I mean, when you look at the Eagles, and I like this report right here because this shows everything. This is why I love it, man. The Philadelphia Eagles got a lot of talent in this draft, man. Who's this? So, I mean, you know, dude, you got the best linebacker. I've been telling people Nakobe Dean is not here. He's, you know, we knew Nakobe Dean was a possibility that they were going to, I mean, I didn't think we were going to place him. Howie Roseman has officially replaced him, man. And I think Nakobe Dean is not going back after this year. I think they're going to let him play it out. And listen, you get Nakobe Dean, and you say to him, listen, you got to go fight for your job. That's what I love about Fangio, man. He doesn't give players because they did it. Well, you got to do it again. You got to show it. You got to continue to show it. You got competition in this linebacker. You got Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Nakobe Dean. You got the guy that you got Campbell. You got Zach Bond. Your linebacker core is filled. We're drafting linebackers, man. I'm so excited for this kid, bro. I think Campbell is is going to be a monster. I think he's going to be a stud. He has the potential to be an all-pro and potentially be a Hall of Fame linebacker. I'm calling it. Jahad Campbell is going to be a name that nobody wants to play against. He's going to be fierce, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, bro. We take a chance on Cooper DeJean. Yeah, and he dealt with injuries too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if a Will Johnson falls to you, I'm taking him. Don't even think about it, man. You know, because at the end of the day, I do think you need another DB. I don't care what anybody said. Keelan Ringo is not a starter. All right. I'm tired of people trying to say, well, City Brown and City. Stop it, man. Stop. You ain't going to tell me no Keelan Ringo is a damn number one starter. I don't trust him with big physical receivers. I don't trust him with speedy receivers. I think you can make him a safety, honestly. I would verge him to a safety. You know what I'm saying? I would rather go out and get a star cornerback, either a Trey Amos or a Will Johnson. I mean, you got other corners in this draft too. They met with the other corner too. There's so many corners in this draft too. But like I said, Will Johnson, it doesn't come along often now. It doesn't come along that often. You don't get a guy like that. That falls to you usually. So you take it for granted. You take it with a blessing. You go up and get a guy like that, man. Eagles have to draft safety. Will Johnson must be taken if he falls. If he falls, I'm taking him. I'm not thinking twice. I'm taking Will Johnson if he falls, right? Because it's an if, right? Do I think he will fall to the Eagles? No. I think some team will take a chance on him. I don't think he's going to make it before we pick. I think he might go early. I mean, if he doesn't, then there's seriously some wrong teams. Or clearly he's hurt than we think. But if he falls and the Eagles move up, they're either going for him or Zaroku or the tight end. But again, man, to get a Will Johnson that falls out of the first round, it doesn't come often. This is what the beauty about the draft, man. You never know what's going to happen. Who would have thought Cooper DeJean would have fell out of the first round? No one did. Just like no one thought the Eagles were going to draft a linebacker. You just paid Zach Bond. You had Jeremiah Chard Jr. We never drafted a linebacker. We drafted a linebacker yesterday. We don't pay right when we paid Saquon Barkley. I mean, Howie Roseman is changing his ways, man. He drafted 2 DBs last year, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. Why wouldn't he draft another one? And then you get a guy that to me is a day one starter. It's not like a number 2 prospect that he's already a day one starter. You can plug him and play him day one. And that's what the Eagles want to do. Now, I don't know what the Eagles are going to do. But you still got great prospects on the board, man. You still got guys that could fall to you. The Eagles met with a lot of guys, man. But when you look at it, the top prospects right now that you can grab, and again, if they fall to you, because I love it, because if you're able to get a guy like that, you get him. I'm sorry. I mean, you just get the best player, bro. And if you can get a guy that could fall to you, that you're able to help your defense with, Mike Green, probably not happening because of sexual assault issues. We're not drafting him. I don't want him on my team anyway. I think he's a scumbag. Great player, scumbag human being. Nicky Mamori, we haven't met with him. I don't know what the Eagles think of him. Then again, they didn't bring Jahan Campbell in, but they met Nicky Mamori, I think, at the pre-draft. Will Johnson, they met with him. They didn't meet a 30-30 with him, but they met with him at the pre-draft. Donovan Zaruku, they met with him at the pre-draft. Luther Burden, probably not. We don't need receiver. Mason Taylor, they met with him. They brought him in the building. Shadir Sanders, probably not. We don't. Well, definitely not because he's a quarterback. We don't need one. We got Jalen Hurts. Okay. Izarate Arazia, I think we met with him in the pre-draft. Offensive tackle. Could possibly. We love going offense. Offense is a bread and butter also. Carson Swinner, Swinzer, whatever his name is, Swinzer. Linebacker, we probably not drafted linebacker. We just drafted Jahan Campbell. Trey Amos is a guy the Eagles have met, brought in. Could be possibility if he falls to you. The top best players available round 2 is Mike Green, edge. Probably not happening again. Sexual assault. They're not. Howard Roseman said many times he's not taking a player that is a woman beater or puts us in anything with women. He's not going to take. Okay. Nicky Mamori, safety. You need that. I wouldn't mind a Nicky Mamori. I wouldn't mind him. You know what I'm saying? He to me is the second. He has more potential to me. He is more upside and more high ceiling than Melcon Starks. Melcon Starks is a day one starter. But Nick Memori is a guy that has a ceiling that just is high. And your second round pick is more like a elite first round, in my opinion. I think we will get. He said, what? I think we'll get, but we need to draft up before teams get them. And we'll see, man. We'll see. But like I said, when I watch guys like this, man, it's going to be interesting. I think you got to get the best player. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Howie Roseman, I mean, this is what he said. Hold up, let me pull it up. All right, let's pull it up. This
Penn
was
State
Howie
gave them a
Roseman.
lot of was recruited from IMG at Alabama. Was recruited from IMG at Alabama as an edge rusher, hand and dirt edge rusher. They had some injuries at Alabama. They played him off the ball. You see his explosiveness and his speed, and really, you know what? It's kind of interesting, and we talked about this a lot. You know, you see it. You see Penn State give them a lot of credit for what they've done. They've had guys off the ball move to edge rushers. Obviously, their last two guys who've been drafted really high, they started off the ball and they moved to edge rushers. Vic does a tremendous job with getting guys who have pass rush ability to be versatile players like that. And I think what's really fun is that those guys who have that versatility, who can go out on the edge and get pressure as a rusher, and he's got speed, he's got power as an edge rusher. He was trained as an edge rusher, and then he's got the versatility to play off the ball and blitz from depth and play in space, in pass coverage as an off-ball linebacker. And so the things that you can do and keep all these players on the field. So for us, you know, it's just, we always want to improve the front seven, and we view him as a front seven player who's got incredible versatility and a skill set to do both those things. And the appeal is that he's got this rush skill set, and he's 21 years old. He turned 21 on February 24th. So, you know, like, he's got upside to grow and get bigger, and his frame is such that he can put on more weight and more strength. And so, as you can tell, excited about the player.
Howie Roseman clearly likes him very much to draft him. That wasn't a guy that said, oh, we just take him. No. There was a guy that loves this player, man. Different ways. Fangio, he said Fangio uses him in different ways. You don't draft this guy if you don't think Fangio can use him. So they trust Fangio very much. Why wouldn't you trust him? He's a Super Bowl winning defense coordinator. Of course you trust him. But what I wanted you to hear is this part right here, because this goes back to Howie Roseman takes risk on players, man. And this goes back to a guy like Will Johnson.
But this is a guy who was recruited from IMG at Alabama as an edge rusher, hand and dirt edge rusher. They had some injuries at Alabama. They played him off the ball. You see his explosiveness and his speed, and really, you know what? It's kind of interesting, and we talked about this a lot. You know, you see it. You see Penn State give them a lot of credit for what they've done. They've had guys off the ball move to edge rushers. Obviously, their last two guys who've been drafted really high, they started off the ball and they moved to edge rushers. Vic does a tremendous job with getting.
And when I hear that, it sounds like they were interested in Duke Carter, man. It sounded like they were really, if Duke Carter fell to them, they would have definitely drafted him. But there was no shot in hell Duke Carter was going to fall to him. That's why I think Jahad Campbell was their second best option. They were looking at edge rusher and linebacker. So when we thought it was safety, they were looking at defense, edge rusher, linebacker. I think they were looking at guys like Walter Nolan, James Pierce Jr., and I think Jahad Campbell was their number one guy that if he fell to them, they were going to grab. I think when you look at the board that Howie Roseman had as star players, James Pierce Jr., Jahad Campbell, Walter Nolan, I think those were the three that they were going to grab if they were there. Walter Nolan goes early. James Pierce Jr. didn't last. Jahad Campbell was the third best option, in my opinion, because they were trying to move up to get him too. You know, they were trying to trade up with the Chargers to move up to get this guy. And when you watch the guy's tape, he is a versatile freak of nature. You put him with the Zach Bond, and where do you think you're going to go with the ball? Where do you think you're going to go? Because you ain't going nowhere. We're not going to let you sit back and jump it over heads. It's not happening anymore. Howard Roseman's learned from mistakes. He knows that linebackers are very important. He watched Zach Ball produce and say, you know what? Maybe I need to start drafting linebackers, man. Maybe I need to start drafting linebackers and stop going at the fourth round. He's changed his ways. When you have to learn and you got to watch guys like Saquon Barkley produce, and then you pay him because you realize, wow, running backs are very valuable. Look, man, when you take a running back and you pay him, my God, things happen. Well, when you drafted Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, wow, look at it. You mean corners are very valuable? Linebackers are very valuable. Zach Bond changed Howie Roseman's approach at linebackers. Look how cool linebackers are. Maybe we should draft one. Will Campbell, I think Jahad Campbell isn't, not Will Campbell, because he went to the offensive line. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up. Jahad Campbell is a monster. And that's why I think that the Eagles wouldn't shy away from a guy like Will Johnson. Why am I talking about Will Johnson so much? Because I think he's going to fall to us somehow. I think teams are going to do what the Eagles been doing all along. And that is, well, I'm sorry, not teams were doing what the Eagles are doing all along. I think the Eagles are going to do what a lot of teams don't do, and that is take guys that have, well, they got injury issues. I don't give a damn if that guy has issues with knees. We took a guy like Landon Dixon. How's he doing so far? I think he's pretty good to me. Like I said, all-pro, Super Bowl champion, had knee injuries. And a lot of people got mad at that pick. There was a lot of people would say, oh, why did we draft a guy with 2 knee injuries? The risk was worth it. The risk was worth it. You know what I'm saying? The risk was worth it because what did he do? He goes out there and has an all-pro year. He goes out there and now he's one of your centerpieces for your future, for your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When you have a guy that falls to you that has injuries, Jahad Campbell has injuries, the Eagles didn't care. The Eagles will take a chance on a guy like that. So, I mean, if they want to let Will Johnson fall to us, hey, go for it. You want us to have 2 shutdown corners on each side? If the NFL is smart and teams are smart and they know what's best for them, do not let Will Johnson fall to us. You will regret it. You want to play around with your hand? You want to test Howie Roseman? Go for it. Let a Will Johnson fall to us. Go ahead. Be my guest. You want to have 2 shutdown corners on each side? Pick your poison where you want to throw the ball at now. Because now I got Will Johnson and Q for years to come. Don't say me with a good time. I'll take a DB in the second round if he falls to me. If Will Johnson falls to me, I'm taking him. You want to let a guy fall to us like that? Hey, we'll take him. We need corner in this room. I don't think the Eagles are done with it. Like I said, there are rumors that they're trying to go out there. 31-year-old washed-up DB who doesn't get along with Fangio and Ramsey because of that desperate, then take a corner in the second round. We need safety. Okay, well, you can move up again in the second round if you want to. But we got 1 second-round pick. You know how Rosen was going to wheel and deal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But Will Johnson falls to us, like and there's a possibility he does. Just like Landon Dixon fell to us. Well, we had to move. I think we had to move 1 spot. Maybe you have to move 1 spot to get him. But if he falls to you, you take him. The risk is so high for a guy like that to fall. The reward is high. The risk to me is low. You let him sit there, and when he's healthy, you got your 2 corners for years. You don't got to play him this year. You know what I'm saying? You still got Dory Jackson you signed. You don't got to play him this year. But the future is bright if you get a guy like that, man. I truly believe Will Johnson is a shutdown corner. I truly believe he's the best corner in this draft, man. And if he falls, you take him. You take him. I ain't no brainer, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if teams want to do that, then so be it. What's up, my guy? What's up, NFL Reality Check? How you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you the link. I'll put the link down here. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link down here. So I want to hear what y'all think. I want to see what y'all think. How do you feel about Jahad Campbell, man? That excludes anybody. I don't care who you is. Just don't come here and spam it. You got to show your face, man. So you got to show your face. You know what I'm saying? Once I see your face and know who you is, if you come and spam, I'm kicking you out, man. You're just not going to come back. But if you come here and you're polite, respectful, hey, it is what it is, man. GMs are too pussy to trade with Howard Roseman. That's fine because it didn't matter. Howard Roseman didn't need to trade with the GMs. He traded with one GM, the dude we put belt to ass on. Howard Roseman don't need someone else's approval because they got the guy no matter what. You heard what Howard Roseman said. This was your guy all along. He mentioned 2 off linebackers from Penn State, Abdul Carter, who the Giants took, and Micah Parsons. So I think Jahad Campbell is a fake Fangio type guy. He's definitely fake. It's not even. He's definitely a Fangio guy. He's going to be similar to what Van Ginkel was for the Dolphins with Fangio when he was in Miami. When you watch Van Ginkel, he played in different, not just linebacker. He played edge. You can put him in different ways. He is a swift army knife on defense side of the ball. And to get a guy like that, it's huge. It makes your defense better. Because now I got Jalen Carter. I don't got a guy that now you got to, who are you going to cover now? And if I could get that Boston College kid, David Zoroku, or I could get a Will Johnson to add to the second, or I can get a guy, like even a tight end to add to Jalen. Hey, I don't care what we do, but I'd rather go defense at number 2 again. Build his defense up, man. Why not? You lost a lot of significant pieces, man. Go and get a safety. Go get a corner. Hey, if you want to get a linebacker, I'm all for it too. I don't think you need another linebacker, but if Harry thinks he needs another linebacker, go for it. I don't care what you get. Just get the best player. Because someone's going to follow us tonight, man. I'm telling you, I don't think we got to trade up. Everybody said, well, we got to trade up. I don't think so. Why do we need to trade up? There's going to be players on that board that we're going to be getting. There is so much talent left on this board. You know what I'm saying? We waited patiently. We were about to trade up multiple times, but we got a guy that we wanted. The Eagles thought Campbell was their guy all along. They afraid that everybody was going to take him. And Jahad Campbell would end up being an Eagle all along. And he's from Philadelphia, I believe. He's an Eagle fan, too. So it makes so much special, too. You're not going to run through him like you do with these other line. No, we don't got that issue anymore. It's a new era in Philadelphia, man. We got some linebackers, some dogs now. You ain't going to sit there and dink and donk like you've been doing. Nah, it don't work like that. Now you got some dogs up front, man. You got some dogs ready to eat. Fangio is building this defense, and this defense is getting scary. You thought last year was scary. Wait till Campbell gets on that field. Then you got him and Bond. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. We're not even done. Round 2 is tonight. We can still get better. I wouldn't mind David Zoroku. You add him with this defense. Don't tell me what a good time. Don't tell me what a good time. I'll take him. If they think David Zoroku from Boston College is a guy that can come in there and help this defense, you get another edge rusher. You want to go to the trenches with the offensive lineman? You think an offensive lineman that you think could fall to you? You never know Jeff Stalin. Hey, Howard, can we get offensive? Sure, Howard. Jeff, we'll take care of you. It is what it is. I'm confident the Eagles know what they're doing tonight. And, they might not get the guy I want, but I'm sure it's a great player. If Fangio likes him, that's all that matters to me. But you know what? There's a lot of great players tonight, man. They met with a guy like, maybe they go to that. I think they might go to that Penn State safety, man. We've been hearing a lot about, the dude, what's his name? Was it Winston Jr.? I forget the guy's name. Kevin Winston Jr. or something like that. I don't know. Let me know. I think I butchered his name. At Penn State, the safety. They like him a lot. You still got Nick Memorial on the board. You got a lot of great safeties. They met with Makuba from Texas A&M. I'm sorry, not Texas A&M. I'm sorry, Texas Longhorns. So they met with a lot of guys, man. It's going to be interesting with you. Shadir Sanders is a bust. Is he? I don't know, man. We got to find out what he does, bro. I don't think it's a bust. I think he has character issues. I think a lot of teams are scared because of Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders, to me, is holding his son back from being. You want to know why he got in and get drafted in the first round? gonna tell you why. Because Deion Sanders is controlling his son. They don't want to put up with Deion Sanders and what he wants to do. If Deion Sanders wasn't with him all through the process, he would have been drafted. I think he's holding his son back, and I think teams are scared to take a chance on him. Sanders is a bum. Nothing special about him. I disagree. I think he has some talent. I disagree 100%. I think Deion Sanders' boy Shadir Sanders has talent. If he goes to a right franchise, he will be successful. You never know with players, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's a bust, maybe he's not. Yeah, I don't think you could scream bust because he got dropped out of the first round. No, this is actually good for him. Guys in the second round have to look at Jalen Hurts, second round pick. So, maybe it's good for Shadir Sanders to go to a second round. You got a chip on your shoulder. You're going to come in there. You're going to work hard. You're a second rounder. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You put him on. What's up, Skeleton? How you doing? You hear me?
Yo, what's up, man?
All right, hold up. Get rid of this. Hold up. I see you in the background, bro. Put you up.
I know, just my laptop.
Show your face. There we go. What's up, Skeleton? How you doing, dude?
Good. How are you doing, bro?
I can't hear you. You got to get your audio.
Oh,
Audio
shit.
down.
Yeah. Hold on.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you. You need your microphone. All right, you got to come back. I can see you. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me? Let me try this one. He's back. Let's try this one. All right. We add him. All right, Skeleton, you're in the stream. I can hear your audio. I can hear you in the background. Glad we got Campbell. I'm glad we got Campbell too. I can hear you in the background, Skeleton, if you want to talk. You don't even got to show your face. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Let's see if I can put him up. Put him up there. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Go. What you doing?
You can hear me?
All right. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know why it's not doing this. Hold on.
Hello?
See if I can drag your foot. There you go. Oh, it's me. Let me see if I can make it. Maybe make a new scene. Group discussions.
Hello?
What the fuck is a group discussion? So, go. All right, Skeleton. You're in the stream. I can hear your audio.
Oh.
You got to get your microphone turned on, bro. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a crappy
See,
laptop.
is it my audio, maybe? Let's see. See. Maybe it's me. Can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yo.
You can hear?
I don't know what's up with it. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see this. Can y'all hear my audio? Is it laggy? Oh man, hold up, bro. That'd be just you. Hear me?
You can hear me?
Can you hear me? Is that better? Let me see. Let's try to see. Yeah, you're in the background. Skeleton, I can hear your audio. If you just want to talk, you don't even gotta show your face. I can hear you in the background. Let me see what you say. You say, I'm fixing my mic. Okay. All right. Let me know when you fix your mic, bro. If you're in the chat, if you want to come through. Let me know. But yeah, I'm excited about this draft, man. Let's see. Is there any notifications? Let's see. No, nothing personal. We'll see any news of what the Eagles might do. I don't care about the other shit. I just want to see what the Eagles do. So yeah, I mean, Daniel Jeremiah posted this. And again, this is what I've been talking about. This is what I've been talking about. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Let me see something. Let's see. Add this. Read this lot. So yeah, Daniel Jeremiah posted this, and these are the best players right now. Hold up. What the fuck just happened? Oh no. All right, let me see. All right. So Daniel Jeremiah, shout out to him. I'm gonna follow his. To get some info because he got the pick right. I got to give him credit for it. He got the pick right. These are the best players tonight. As you can see, got Nicky Memori, Will Johnson, quarterback Shadir Sanders, Mike Green, probably not happening with the Eagles. Like I said, they don't take guys with cases. And Mason Taylor. So, you know, that's a guy that I think Mason Taylor's been a lot of interest with the Eagles. That's a guy that we've been looking at. So, yeah.
Hello?
You hear me? In the background?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me? Background? Huh? Oh, yeah. Add to the stage. You hear me?
You can hear me?
No, he
Yeah,
still
I
has
can
his
hear
mic down. Got to fix your mic, Skeleton. I think he's still fixing it. But when we do, we'll get him on there for sure. You might have to reconnect your mic. So you might, I don't know what headphones you got, bro. I'm trying to get you on there, man. You said I'm fixing his mic? Okay. Well, take your time, dude. But yeah, man, I'm interested to see what the Eagles do. Let's go. All right, let's see. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, the guys that Daniel Jeremiah has talked about again, right here. And if you new, follow me for sure on Twitter. But again, these are the guys that are available tonight. Best of players, Nicky Memori. Again, I said it already. So that, I mean, shout out to Daniel Jeremiah for that. I'm gonna retweet that, repost, and like I said, man, I like it. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting what the Eagles do. I mean, look, Jahad Campbell is a stud, and man, what's this news? The Bears are favorites to trade for star running back. Who's this? Is that the running back from Jacksonville? I don't give a shit about that. Don't the Bears have running backs? Why are they trading for a running back, man? I heard there was a lot of rumors that they might trade Swift, so we'll see. I can't wait for this draft, man. It got to come sooner. And yeah, I was definitely on. Shout out to my guy, Quincy the Great, for posting that. Yeah, I was very hot on Will Johnson. I thought we were going to get Will Johnson. I did, but hey, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with Jahad Campbell. I really am. I think Jahad Campbell is a great player, dude, and I'm not mad at that pick one bit. I'm not mad at that pick one bit, man. I think that Jahad Campbell makes this team better, man. So yeah. There we go. I don't know what. All right, whatever. But yeah. All right. Let's see Skeleton's available. Skeleton, you there?
Yeah, hold on. You can hear me?
No, you're still not there. All right, bro. Let's try one time. Skeleton, I can hear your audio. You there? By any
You can hear
chance?
me? You can hear me?
No. See if you can hear me. I can't hear you, dude. Do you have the audio connect to your headphones? I can't hear you, dude. Chat, can you hear him? Is it me? I'm about to see. I don't think I can hear you, bro. Let me see. Hold up. Can you hear me? Can you hear you? Let me come back.
Hello? Hello?
You hear me? Skeleton?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. All
Oh,
right.
finally.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Finally.
All right. Talk. How you feel about this Trump you got, man? What's your thoughts, man? How you feel?
Hold on, you're lagging. What you said again?
How you feeling about this first round pick? Talk to me. Talk to me. You know, how you feeling?
At first I was like a little disappointed, but since he like showed film, I was like starting like, you know what? How he made a right trade.
Yeah, I mean, Jahad Campbell, I mean, got some potential. Like him. Did you feel like there was better players on that board? Who
No,
did you
not
want?
really. I wanted like Walter Nolan. I just like begging like don't pick Walter Nolan, but ever since the Cardinals got him, I was like feel mad.
Mhm.
Have a little crash out on your live stream.
Okay. So did you want him to trade back, or did you want him to take a guy like Jahad Campbell? I mean, this is your opinion. I mean, it's your floor to talk, bro.
Honestly, I would like pick Jahan Campbell. Uh, sorry, I just like stutter a lot.
No. You cool. You cool. Not everybody, can talk. Hey, I started too, so you're fine, bro. Take your time.
He, yeah, I would like pick Jahan Campbell. He could like have potential to be like a stud. He could like replace N'Kobe Dean, and it just shows that like how he don't trust N'Kobe Dean because he is good, but like he cannot stay healthy when time is right.
I agree. I agree. I think N'Kobe Dean. I think why you linebacker position. You know, I think they got hurt way too much for taking extra top because they don't think he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Pick awesome. So yeah, I mean, I like the pick. Dude, I've been begging for a linebacker, and
Your mic is stuttering.
huh?
Your mic is stuttering.
Is my mic stuttering a little bit? All right,
Yeah.
let me change the settings. Hold up, man. There's always something wrong with this mic. You hear me? Is it better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, but like I said, I think that take this off. All right. So yeah, I think that why do I even damn background? Hold up, bro. I have the background. All right. Here we go. Screw this background. No, I think that it's a great pick, man. You get a guy who I think can be under Zach Bond on the side of him, and those two are going to be lethal for a while. Jahad Campbell is what 6'4", 234 pounds, and he's a missile, man. You can use him in different ways. Edge rusher, I believe. He's like a Van Ginkel, man. I mean, you can use him as edge rusher and linebacker, and he plays different positions. I mean, Howie's talked about versatility, and he has it. You know, he plays very unique style that a lot of linebackers don't have. He's very patient. I mean, dude, he's everything you want in a linebacker, man. And he can play as an edge rusher, put his hand in the dirt. He can go and get the quarterback, and he can line up as a linebacker. So I mean, you got a guy who's to me a Swiss Army knife at your defense side of the ball. It's ridiculous, man. Not you. I'm talking about the audio. Got the damn audio in the background. But no, I mean, it is what it is. Hold up. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. Hold on, let me come out of it. All right, you good? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, no. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You.
Hello?
Anybody hear me? All right, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, anybody can hear me? Skeleton, you still there?
Yeah.
What just happened? Jesus Christ. Is it my audio? Chat, is it me or is he talking? I can't even hear nobody in the background.
Wait, Jackie, can you hear me?
Skeleton, you still on the audio? You still can talk. Put it back on. You hear me, Skeleton?
Yeah, you can hear me?
God, did you lose him? You.
Yo, chat, can you hear me? Just making sure.
Yo, anybody can hear me? Anybody can hear me?
Hello?
Is he in the background? I can't hear nothing. This stream on sucks, dude. I'm sorry. It's fucking terrible. Sorry.
Hello?
Y'all hear me?
You hear me?
Skeleton, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What is audio, man? Hold on, give me a second, bro. Hold on, time out. Y'all hear me?
EC?
All right, there we go. Come back out of it. Let's see if I can add him. All right, it said he's in.
EC?
It said he's in.
EC?
Says he's in the chat, bro. Says he's in the chat. Okay, yeah. I think it's his audio. I thought I had it. All right. Let me make sure my thing good. It's fine. All right, man. It's fine. I think it's your audio, bro. You gotta come back in and try that way. Is it? Can you? What's going on with this shit, man? I think it's mine. All right, bro. Yeah. I thought I had to restart my whole thing. But yeah. But no, what I was trying to say is I like Jahad Campbell because he and Zach Vaughn are going to be paired up together, and you got two monsters that are going to just disrupt a offensive lineman, and they're going to get on quarterbacks' asses, man. Pause. I mean, the two linebackers that you drafted, one you signed, those two are going to be lethal together, and you add two fierce, beefy ass linebackers that are going to just put guys in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? This guy's pure muscle and just an absolute, like, he's just a missile. It's a missile. He reminds me of Fred Warner a little bit, just the way he plays a little bit. He reminds me of what Micah Parsons is a little bit better. But I'm excited, man. He says, I like this pick. You guys didn't. Is he a Cowboy fan? I forget. Dude, you drafted the book. It stinks. I'm sorry, he sucks. He's not good. He's not good. Booker's not a lead at all. I'm sorry. He's a day number two. He's a day number two. He's day number two. I think he's day number two. But that's just my opinion. I don't think he's anything special, bro. But that's just my opinion, man. I don't think he's anything special, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. No, we'll see though. We'll see. I mean, dude, I'm sorry. I think they should have went after a weapon, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man. But like I said, I like Jahad Campbell. I think he's a very good player. I think he has some upside to him. I think he's raw, but once you get him in the building, I think you can teach a lot of it, man. He's gonna be really good, man. I like the kid, bro. I do. I think the kid's a monster, and you're able to add him with Zach Vaughn, man. I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. All right, Skeleton, you in the chat? Winner?
Yeah, you
No,
hear me?
still not there. I think it's your audio, bro. I think it's your audio, man. Get your audio, bro. Well, oh, shit. There we go, man. Until you can come back and get the audio, but once you do that, you should be fine. We'll see though. We'll see. I like this movement. What else? Let's talk about Jihad Campbell. What happened? So yeah, he's 21 years old. He went to Timber Creek Region High School. Jihad Campbell, American professional linebacker. He played college football for Alabama Crimson Tide. And like I said, dude's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's 6 feet 3 inches, 1.91 meters. He weighs 235 pounds, 107. In obviously 235 pounds. Read it Wikipedia. And again, he's just, you put him in different positions, dude. You put him in different positions. He's just a great player, man. And to get him at 31st overall pick is a steal, man. It's a steal. I think it's a steal. I need a new PC, man. All right, bro. All right. I mean, you probably just got to reconnect it and just come in again. That's probably what you got to do. I mean, just come back in, bro. I didn't ban you. You can come back in if you want. Try to see if it maybe just you gotta come back in and try again. Sometimes you just gotta come back and sign out and come back in. That always tries to work. I mean, that's always works sometimes. I want to see the call. Oh, wait, they posted it? Hold on, I'm about to watch this. They posted Jihad Campbell call. I've been waiting for this one. I want to see this. Where's it at, man? Show me the money. Here comes the money. Money. Here we go. Let me see. Jihad Campbell. I want to hear the phone call. I want to hear that. Is it on the Eagles page? It's on the Eagles page. I'm about to look it up. What's that, man? All right, let's see. I want to see. There we go. All right, let me pull this up. All right, let me pull it up real quick, guys. We got it. We got the call, man. We got the call. From Howie Rosen and Jihad Campbell. I want to hear it, man. I want to hear the reaction, bro. I like hearing those reactions. All right, let me pull it up. But it got to be a surreal moment for him, man. I want to hear the reaction.
A little bit. Go enjoy your night. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to spending time with you.
We got you. You are a Philadelphia Eagle. Officially, we're on the clock right now. We just made a trade. Congratulations. We are so excited, man.
Hey, Jihad, unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
We were trying to get you for the last hour. You fit right in perfectly.
Let's go.
And
Yes, sir.
unbelievable. Jihad, congrats, man.
Jihad, Coach Sirianni
Hey,
here.
what's up, baby?
Hey,
So
congratulations,
young, how you
man.
doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm doing
we're-
good, man. Hey,
Let's go.
I'm just blessed, man. You know, to add more value to the team, man.
Hey,
I'm
and
blessed
we know
right now.
we know you're going to do that. Sorry you had to
Yeah.
wait a little bit. Go enjoy your night. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Well,
Thank
I'm looking
Thank
forward
you.
to
I appreciate
to spending time with you.
We got you. You are a Philadelphia Eagle.
Hold on.
Officially, we're on the clock right now. We just made a
What's going on?
trade.
Hold on.
Congratulations.
I got
We
you.
are so
I appreciate you,
excited,
brother.
man.
Hey, Jihad, unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
We were trying to get you for the last hour.
We got you. You are a Philadelphia
Why
Eagle.
is it doing that shit, man? I don't
Clock
understand.
right now. We just made a trade.
All right, hold up.
Congratulations.
It's
I
just
got
fucking
We're so
Big Ten, dude.
excited, man.
Hey, Jihad. Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
We were trying to get you for the last hour.
You fit right in perfectly.
Why is the audio
And,
playing here?
sir.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Y'all can hear it?
Jihad, congrats, man.
Jihad, Coach Sirianni here.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Let's try a different one because I'm trying to listen to the call, bro.
You are a Philadelphia Eagle. Officially, we're on the clock
why
right
is
now.
the
We just
audio
made a
go-
trade. Congratulations.
I got
Can y'all hear it at
We're
least?
so excited, man.
Hey,
That's all
Jihad.
matters.
Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
We were trying to get you for the last hour.
You fit right.
And
Sir.
unbelievable. Jihad, congrats, man.
Jihad,
Now
Coach
let me have
Sirianni
the
here.
audio now. What the hell?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about
Makes
you?
no sense to me. Why
Hey,
I'm
why
doing
can't I hear
good,
the
man.
audio?
Let's go.
I'm just blessed, man. You know, to add more value to the team, man.
Hey,
I'm
and
blessed
we know
right now.
we know you're gonna do that. Sorry you had to wait a little
Sorry,
bit.
I can't
Go
hear the
enjoy your night.
audio.
I'm sure we'll see
It's
you
somehow
tomorrow.
muted me.
I'm
The
looking
audio.
forward to.
I appreciate it.
Can y'all hear the audio at least? That's all that matters.
We
to me.
got you. You are a Philadelphia
There it
Eagle.
goes.
Officially, we're on the clock right now. We just made a trade. Congratulations.
I got
We
you.
are so
Beautiful,
excited,
beautiful.
man.
Hey, Jihad. Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
We were trying to get you for the last hour.
You fit right in perfectly.
And
Sir.
unbelievable. Jihad, congrats, man.
Awesome.
Jihad, Coach Sirianni
Hey,
here.
what's up, baby?
Hey, congratulations,
Young, how you
man.
doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm doing good, man.
Let's go.
I'm just blessed.
He's so happy to be here. You
know,
can
to add
tell.
more value to the
Beautiful,
team,
man.
Hey,
Beautiful,
and we know
beautiful
we
moment.
know you're gonna do that. Sorry you had to wait a little bit. Go enjoy your night. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to
I appreciate
looking forward to spending time with you.
We got you. You are a Philadelphia Eagle. Officially, we're on the clock right now. We just made a trade. Congratulations.
I got
We
you.
are so excited, man.
Hey, Jihad. Unbelievable.
Hey, what's up?
I like how the
We were trying to
organization is
get
a
you for the
collaborative
last
effort. That's pretty
hour.
cool.
You
So
fit
nice to
right
hear.
in perfectly. And
And unbelievable. Jihad, congrats, man.
Jihad, Coach Sirianni
Hey,
here.
what's up, baby?
Hey, congratulations,
Young, how you
man.
doing?
I'm doing good. How about
Beautiful,
you?
beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm doing good, man.
Let's go.
I'm just blessed, man. You know, to add more value to the team, man.
Hey,
I'm
and
blessed.
we
love
know
that.
we know you're
Love
gonna do that. Sorry you had to wait a little bit. Go enjoy your night. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to
I appreciate
looking forward to spending time with you.
We got you.
I
You are
like
a
that, man.
Philadelphia Eagle.
That it? That's it. Oh. I wanted to hear, man.
Hey,
All right,
congratulations,
Young, how you
man.
doing?
Shut up. Hush. Yo, yeah. I like it. I like it, man. We're trying to get you for an hour, Jeffrey Louis said. I mean, dude, he's ready to go, man. I'm pumped up, man. That was a fucking good move right there. They said we've been trying to get you for hours. For hours. Imagine trying to be in that draft room and you trying to get a player for hours, and then finally you get him, man. Hey, it's so hard to be a GM, man. You know, you think it's easy, but then you realize how much it takes to get a player like that, man. I mean, it's not easy to get a player like that, bro. And to get him, I mean, that has to take some patience, bro. Take some patience. I like that, bro. I mean, dude, that was a great call right there. We were trying to get you for our last hour. Eagles own Jeff Lurie to Jihad Campbell. I mean, that's so beautiful, bro. Come on. Chill. You're doing too much. I mean, it's so beautiful to have that. I mean, to hear that moment with Jihad Campbell on the phone, with Jeffrey Lurie and Howard Roseman and Nick Sirianni. I mean, dude, I wanted to hear what Fangio had to say, man. I wish they put Fangio on the phone. I wanted to hear what he has to say. Maybe he's not much of a talker, but dude, I mean, that's surreal, man. That was a great call, bro. I've been wanting to hear that last night. I'm glad they put it up today. Beautiful moment, man. Beautiful moment. But yeah. And it's all right. It's all right, Skeleton. Next time, dude. I'm about to get going anyway, man. I'm gonna get ready for it. It's almost, you know, we got a couple more hours into the second round, and I'm just gonna go. I might go watch some Jihad Campbell highlights. Yes, sir. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Appreciate everybody for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and go Birds, man. Fly goes fly. And see you on the next one.